following contains vulgar language and triggering content. It is intended for a mature audience. Let me say that again. It is intended for a mature audience. Everyone else can go fuck themselves. So honk your nose, clowns from far and wide, because we're bunkering down with your hosts, Sarge Mayhem and Cable. So sit back, relax, give us a squeeze, and enjoy the show.
What's going on, guys? Sarge Mayhem.
Cable.
Welcome back to Bunkered Down. Go ahead and give us that squeeze. Honk, honk.
Are you ready? I'm ready.
You still in this game?
Eh?
You still in? Pen check.
Because if you don't have a pen,
You're already out.
you're already out.
Yeah, dude, I gotta start picking up all these pens. Fuck.
We're pen poor.
Shit. So, we're not doing the chat roulette. We're
No
not doing,
chatterbait tonight.
No, we're not doing the campaign tonight.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about some stuff that, I mean, I guess we can bring up to people on the campaign,
We
but
could. But we wanted to talk to you tonight.
yeah, this is your guys' show. But let us know, how do you guys like when we do those? Do you prefer when we do this? So,
Do you
which
prefer to be a voyeur or in the show?
Yeah. Well, we just got to make it where
There's
we
a lot
can.
of voyeurs out there.
I think that if we have that in our hands when we do it, so that they can.
Yes.
Well, no, because that's hard, because we're trying to get this person to understand what we're trying to say and what our views are, so it's hard to read what other people are saying about it. It's like, if we get the information here, we can take that on the campaign. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
We can also click off of this. It's not a big deal to keep it over here.
Yeah, there's some good things that you guys can mention.
Somebody wants to add to it, we'll always add to the conversation, add to a question. Especially on the occasions that we're talking to, and we've come across a few of them, highly intelligent people that are actually worth talking to for a minute.
Yeah, if you guys have some questions for them, we'll ask. Be like, yo, you're bunkered down with us, man. Let's talk. What do you got? And we've had some really good long conversations. It's been very, very interesting.
Yes.
Very
we definitely
interesting.
met a large
Array of people.
yeah, array. That's I was looking for a word.
Yeah.
Looking for a word that meant big and vast and different.
Shane, you still there, man? We seen the comment. We're not sure.
Yeah.
Everything good? Can you?
And of course, we're sitting here talking to ourselves. We're
Yeah.
walking on 0 viewers at the moment.
Yeah, maybe. That sucks. See?
It does.
You see? All right, so regardless, we're going to continue on. So apparently I've heard it like 2 or 3 times now, and it's Angry Cops does a thing on it on YouTube.
Okay.
Where he talks about, they're trying, like New York Times did something where they're talking about reducing veteran benefits. So, because they're saying that too much money is being spent in the government.
Right.
So one place to kind of cut that down a little bit is on the good old veterans.
Yep.
You know, homie got his legs blown off. Maybe he...
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't need that additional cost of living expense that's keeping him in a vehicle he can get around in, his medical care. But, by God, that in-the-closet queer senator from California, he needs $350,000 a year paid for by the state and the government in order for him to keep taking money from lobbyists.
Yeah. It's like...
More so than the man that gave half himself.
Yeah, literally.
Or woman.
Well, no, whatever. We don't judge.
No.
So...
Dude. I like dude. It's gender neutral.
Fucker is too.
Yeah, so is asshole.
Yeah.
Cocksucker.
Hey, fuckface.
Hey, fuckface. And our
Clown.
favorite's clown. It's gotta
Hey,
be
clown.
for the clowns.
What's up, man?
Just as
There's all kinds of clowns. In fact, we're all painted up.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Yeah.
Clown.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Yeah. I don't
But the
give a
clowns
fuck.
know me.
So, the main thing about it is, what they were talking about is, regardless of the injury or whatever, if the gross income of the entire house is over $170,000, they take your shit.
Yeah, no.
Now that's before taxes, so we're not even talking about the taxes you have to pay on that money. But like, let's say I don't work at all, like I'm just fucked, right? And I just try and take care of the house as much as possible. The missus is working; she makes $100,000 a year. The kid ends up, needing some place to stay for a little bit. Cool. He makes $70,000 a year. Now my shit gets taken
Completely.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah,
what the fuck just happened?
So what you're gonna see there is a lot of people with different fucking addresses.
Yeah.
They're gonna there's ways around that, but it's gonna fucking explode to it.
He said, "Got my pin."
Ah.
Good job, buddy.
It's gonna explode for the fact that, and I know this for a fact, because back in my cable days, literally I would get an address that would have like an A, a B, or a C on it, and I pull up to a single fucking house.
They labeled the rooms.
The fucking rooms had numbers inside because some guys are doing illegal benefit shit, and my address would legally say, I'm like, I'm here for, A, I'm thinking it's around back.
Yeah.
It's a mother-in-law apartment. No, it's actually in the fucking house. They just had it set up that way, and once that way people in the different rooms could pay rent. There's ways around this shit, but people got to get real smart real quick, and then they're going to start catching on, and then they'll start going after that. Be like, no, if you live within this... So, yeah.
So you're basically saying to the next generation of people that you need to join the military to defend the country that, hey, if something happens to you,
you're fucked.
Even though we've promised before that we would take care of you.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that.
Yeah. Because you voted for it.
So...
Or your parents voted for it.
Yeah, we're going to have to go ahead and not do that.
But by all means, if you need a multi-million-dollar budget for something in gender studies,
or the fact
we're okay with that.
Like, there should be a limit on how much Congress people and senators
absolutely
make, so we can save some money there. Boom! Look at that.
Term limits on Congress.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be a public service.
Right.
You're not supposed to make a shit ton of money.
You should not get rich.
We're already paying for security and shit like that. Like, dude, $70,000 a year. That'll make you remember what it's like back here.
Yeah.
Like, you're used to a little bit higher class than what we are. You'll be at McDonald's sitting right next to me for lunch because you got to save some money, homie.
That's
because
the only place you can afford to take all the Secret Service at the
somebody's
same time.
Fucking inflation.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there railing all of us.
Everybody.
Yeah, now you'll get part of that shit. Yeah, stop taking from the veterans who went and did shit, like actually did shit, not just bitch and moan in a fucking big ass room.
And
we went and did shit.
But that's the other thing is, and I'll say this, and I'll go on the fucking rant and say, I actually know some of these people. I won't mention their fucking names because they know who the hell I am. But it was always a joke growing up. It's like, oh shit, can't wait to get my fucking crazy check. These are perfectly able-bodied people who are just too lazy to fucking work and get it, and somehow they work their way through the system, and they get a check for not being able to work, for having something fucking wrong with them mentally, that won't allow them to function in society, even though the worst thing that ever happened to them is their dad still hasn't came back with that fucking milk. Okay? So while they're waiting on that, the government's going to pay them. It's not a stupid, exorbitant fucking amount of money.
No.
Generally. It's $1,000 a month, a couple $100 a month. But boy, if we could wean out the bullshit for that, there'd be a lot of money left over for the shit where it needs to go.
See,
just saying.
There was somebody that I knew, and this person, like, I knew them since they were in, like, 5th grade. Like, I wasn't friends with them because I was, like, in 10th grade. I just knew him. I've watched him grow up, basically, right? So, based on his brother who was a friend. So, basically, what happened is this kid did nothing but play video games all the time.
Okay.
Never forced to go. He was homeschooled, but
Ah.
no, not really. Right. So he ended up basically being to some degree illiterate.
Oh yeah.
So because he couldn't really spell or do math other than certain things, very basic, like he didn't have, because he all that time he was playing video games.
No social skills, nothing like that.
So now we're in that situation. So the he would get Social Security disability because he was never taught that. So
right.
you know,
Because he was homeschooled.
yeah.
I bet
Which
his
I'm not
homeschool-
saying
I bet his
homeschool's
homeschool had a
bad.
bully and he was probably molested by one of his teachers.
I'm not saying homeschool is bad.
No. I know some fucking smart people that were homeschooled.
Yeah, I know some smart people that homeschool their kids. I'm like,
Yeah. I graduated some idiots.
sure, yeah.
I know some college level idiots.
All right, Shane said something else. I hear you, but it's lagging. All right.
Evil Happy Daddy wants to know if he's on the right channel. I told him possibly.
Yeah, that might be because we got some wind going down.
Yeah.
So it might be cutting that shit around.
Wi-Fi affected by the speed of the wind.
Hey, you know,
You never know.
you never know. But I say, limit them. You only get to make this much money, so you don't forget where the fuck you came from.
Absolutely. It should be that way.
You only
like I
get
said.
so much time in there.
It's a public service. It's an elected fucking office.
Yeah.
And we'll say, I said it before, I'll say it again. You gotta start locally. If you just go vote for the fucking president, you're useless.
Yeah.
You have to keep up with all the local shit. Even if you don't vote for judges or something like that once in a while. But your senators, your fucking congressmen, all the people locally that are up there representing you in the area you live in, that you need to be just as concerned about as whoever's on Twitter with the POTUS sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just say it.
Just saying. So, got another quick topic, and then we're going to go into the other one that I know is going to take the longest.
Okay.
Quick topic is DeSantis said that we're not going to do this central bank shit, more or less. No cryptocurrency, fucking crazy shit going on.
No, that's locally in the state of Florida.
The video is lagging bad. This sucks.
It does suck.
Alright, I might have to jump off Discord over here. It might be taking too much. I just dropped that. So, I don't know. The one on the screen won't work right. I gotta figure that shit out. I think it's the wind, dude.
It's probably. It's got the bridges shaking.
Yeah. It's trying to hold on.
So,
God damn it.
like I said, making changes. How is it now? I can't type to save my fucking ass.
Yeah, well, we can't have internet to save our ass. So, I mean, what's the fucking difference? God damn it. Alright, so what's your guys' thoughts on that? That actually, it jumped right on.
Okay.
I seen that right away. Okay, cool. So I'm not 100% sure.
But yeah, even if in the state of Florida, we don't go cashless. We don't go to a centralized bank or digital currency, which is, I don't get me wrong, I'm wrong. I'm all for it. But if the United States government decides to go to a centralized digital currency, all the states are going to have to fall in line at some point.
Yeah.
That's the totalitarian regime shit. That's where it comes in, and that's what happens right before we also go to fucking war locally.
That's yeah. It's like I'm like,
because you're gonna have states that aren't gonna want to go with it, states that will. Ultimately, the ultimate decision, the states that are gonna want to go with it are gonna be the fucking ones that are voting that way anyhow, which are gonna be your larger populations, your coastal cities and shit like that, California, New York, fucking all the little chunks of America that are getting ready to fall into the ocean because the number of people piled up on them.
What about, I mean, with that, the majority of states, the majority have voted in medical marijuana, but it's still not federally.
Right.
So my thing is if it flips the other way and the feds come and it's like, well, how is it that we don't do it here, but we do it here?
Right.
Now there's some kind of argument. Like, I don't think it's gonna be easy just to push.
Sit loading is not even playing for Evil Happy Daddy.
What the fuck? And he's the only one, man.
Yep.
He's the only one. I'm gonna try and see here.
Let's see what we got. We're gonna bring it up. Typical bunker.
Yeah, way to go. Way to go.
Typical bunker fashion.
Okay. Here we go. I see us. Close. Yeah, there's a delay.
Well, we know we got the delay, but are we breaking up? Because this won't even load.
I'm not hearing the lag.
Hmm.
So, I don't know, man. Because I'm not hearing the lag. And
It might be your shit.
it might be your shit. In fact, we're going to put that in there. It might be your shit. That ought to be good. There it is. Hey, see? Instant. I think it's your shit, man. It's bullshit.
Fuck it.
You're supposed to be
We're
a
feeding
homie
through the
shit.
same servers to get to it. Even though it's got to leave here
It's
and go.
2023, man. Like, God damn it. Even though we don't get 5G. When was that? No, somebody else.
5G's a joke.
Yeah. Alright, so the last thing that we were going to talk about is,
Yeah.
what was it?
Evil Happy Daddy's out. He'll see you in the morning.
Okay, man. We'll see you. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for trying.
So what were we going to talk about? Like, are some tasks...
Oh, this is something you brought up, and I wanted you to pose the question again.
I couldn't... now I can't remember it. Like, the actual way I posted it.
Right, because I was going on a fucking rant, and then you cut me short. No, but it's why are certain tasks that women do as a single independent woman makes them more masculine. But when a single man does the same thing, it doesn't mean he's more feminine. So what makes the task itself masculine or feminine?
Alright, so just for clarity, when we're talking about task, what are we talking about?
It was your question, ma'am.
Okay, I know, but I want you to...
Mow the yard, take out the trash,
Okay.
things like that.
Okay.
You said because she has to take on these normally male gender roles,
Yeah.
and that in doing that, it made her more masculine in doing those. But when a man doing the same things on the other side, washing his laundry, cleaning his house, doesn't make him more feminine.
Okay, I think, if I remember right when we talked about this, I think I was saying something like, you know, cooking food is not feminine or masculine.
No.
It's survival.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Gotta know how to cook.
You know, you got to know how to clean so you don't get fucking bacteria everywhere and be sick all the time.
Salmonella.
Yeah.
Gonorrhea.
If I have a wife, girlfriend, or not, or if I'm by myself, I don't see it as feminine to clean my fucking floors.
Right.
Like I don't understand.
and how
that.
would it? How would it?
Like that should be normal.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're gonna fucking swab the deck. You're gonna mop your fucking house.
So, like with that, I'm like, okay. So those are what some people would consider the classic feminine roles because they were at home usually doing it.
Right.
But that's the thing. It's not really a feminine role because if she's not there, guess who's doing it? Your ass is.
Yes.
Right. It's just shit that needs to be done. That's what it is. It's not a role. It's don't get sick, motherfucker.
Right. Stay here.
Yeah.
Here.
And learn how to cook food where you actually want to eat it.
Right.
Don't burn everything.
Right. Peanut butter and jelly and bologna sandwiches will get you by for a long time.
Yeah, but come on now, man. You're not.
And you can't go out to eat all the time.
No. Like, learn how to be self-sufficient.
Yes.
Like, you want to learn some shit? Get rid of your microwave.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That'll teach you some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because nothing's quick.
No, nothing's quick.
So,
Even reheating something takes time. Then you decide if you're really hungry or you're just bored.
yeah. So,
So if you're just bored, you're probably not going to do that.
yeah, you're not going to wait.
No.
No, fuck this shit.
It's like, man, I got pizza from last night. I got pop this. Oh, I don't have a microwave.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll wait.
Yep. Let me go mop the bathroom.
Yeah. Now.
But yeah, but you would put it, the way you would put it is that women are taking on certain roles that are making them more masculine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we were trying to get to the bottom of.
What
About these roles makes them more masculine?
does it say? Fry that bologna? Yeah.
Fuck yeah, fry that bologna.
So, to me, like,
Put it on grilled cheese.
some of the things that women generally don't do is, no, I'm not saying all of them, right? Because it also depends on where you're at. Because, like, if you're in fucking middle of nowhere,
Right.
right, the women do a lot more shit too, like mowing grass, fucking,
You mean where we are?
yeah,
Okay.
mowing grass, fixing shit, stuff like that, right?
Correct.
So, if you go to the city where there's no grass to be mowed,
Right.
and you live in an apartment, so you call somebody and they come fix it.
Right.
So then when you're by yourself, you don't know how to do it. Now, I generally would want to say, what?
Click, click.
Click what?
Hit home.
Huh?
Hit home. Says click, click.
Oh, what's hit home?
Who is hit home?
I don't know. Fucking goddamn it. You guys confuse me, son of a bitch.
It's easily confused.
I am. Alright, learn more. You're okay, cool. I learned more. Click what? Okay. Oh, hit it home. Gotcha. Alright. So, another one. God damn it. Skin deer chewing the hides. What?
Skin deer, you chew the hide and make leather. You have to soften it.
Oh,
you can beat it
I
with a
gotcha.
rock, too.
I gotcha. I see. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Would these be normally masculine gender roles?
yeah. Yeah, because I know some women that would do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
And in a hunter-gatherer situation,
would
does
we-
the man do that?
will we call that masculine roles?
Right.
Because generally it is men, but depending on where you are, sometimes
It depends on where you are, and that's what I was saying. What about a certain task inherently makes it masculine or feminine? Now, if we're talking about the people that watch this show, yes, putting on your fucking makeup is a feminine thing to do.
Yeah.
Unless you're in TV, like this guy.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got to powder it up every day to keep that shine away.
Oh yeah. Go. All right. So no, like some of that shit, because now we're talking about like cooking.
Women's
Yeah.
work.
Women's work.
What defines women's work? That's
Yeah.
what we're asking.
Yeah.
And now, in this day,
Yeah, what's
23, where we're at with everything,
What's
you got
women's-
how-to
like-
channels
oh,
for
yeah.
everybody.
we're getting into this.
But what inherently makes it?
Oh, it's Anthony's. Oh, click clack pin sound. All right, click click. Gotcha.
There we go.
Got it. Cool. So what makes women's work?
Right.
Are you saying like cleaning, like sweeping, like what? What are you talking about? Like what are we doing here? Vacuuming?
And I'm one that'll
Clean
stand up right
windows.
here and say raising children doesn't fucking fall into that anymore.
No.
Birthing children,
Yeah,
that's women's work.
Yeah.
Only a woman can do that.
Yeah, like an actual one.
I don't care if he's got a mustache.
No.
I've known women to give birth that had mustache. Full fucking beards.
Come on, man. Let's see it.
What you got?
What's women's work?
What's women's work? Here we go.
Skinning the deer and chewing the hides. Oh, that's women's work? Okay. What
Okay.
else? What about, the guys that do it? So when the guys do it, it's women's work too?
Oh, you got the cowboy dude right now. I see he's got a fucking How the hell they do
Birthing
this?
babies. Okay, that's women's work. Fair
Birthing
enough,
babies, definitely we're going to get what that is
Yeah.
women's work.
So, like, are you saying cleaning and cooking are women's work? Like,
What falls into it?
yeah.
I mean, we've covered women's privilege enough, gentlemen and
Yeah.
ladies, to understand. There's
Yeah.
definitely a bias. But when it comes to certain fucking tasks, this is my question. What in the tasks that everybody can do, besides birthing children,
Yeah.
makes it inherently feminine or masculine?
Yeah, I mean, I learned how to sew.
Oh, I have known how to sew.
So, like, I gotta fix shit.
Yeah.
To me, it wasn't a feminine thing.
Oh, I can patch my
like
own
if
fucking
I'm
clothes.
if
I can
I'm sewing a
fucking seam shit.
dress, still I'm like, is this thing gonna make me money, or am I doing it for myself?
Or my ball's gonna show.
Yeah.
These are the questions you have to ask when you're sewing a dress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could I make clothes? Yes. Do I? No.
Yeah.
Would that generally be woman's work? At a certain point in time, it was, but most of your clothes designers and shit out there are men, if I'm not fucking wrong anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
I mean, they prefer other men that probably wear those clothes.
yeah,
But nonetheless.
it's, dude, like that. So, I guess at this point, shit, have we made like what was traditionally feminine roles no longer feminine roles?
That's where I'm getting with. What in the task itself makes it
Like-
not feminine? Because, I mean, up to a certain point, I mean, young boys didn't learn how to... I mean, they might watch their dad on the fucking grill, but mom did their laundry when they moved out. Somebody else fucking did their laundry. They went back. There was shit young men just never learned how to do because they were traditionally a woman's role. But those times are gone. So, if you still say women's work or something about a certain task, which still I'm getting at, what about the task in itself makes it masculine or feminine?
Yeah.
Is it just the history of the task and what we consider it because that's the way our brains have been programmed?
Well, I mean, to me, like, my parents did in the beginning to show me how to do it. Now it's you,
Right.
right? So I see what you're saying there, and that's kind of the thing. Is in the end, we got another one, but in the end, men bring home the bacon and women cook it. That's all right. That's what we're talking about. So
Right.
what if there's no woman to cook it? Are you just gonna let that bacon go to waste, or are you gonna fucking, if there was no one else around, are you gonna bring home shit and just not cook it, and just waste it, or are you gonna be like, fuck this, I want some bacon?
Right.
You're gonna do it. If no one else is to do it, so if no one else is to do it, then does that make you more feminine? Because now you're cooking so you can eat something fucking delicious? Like,
Yes. How does it
how
pan?
is that feminine?
How does it pan? How does it play?
I don't get that. How's that feminine? How's that feminine to cook fucking bacon? Like, and then when you think about it, you put, what? Eggs with it, you put sausage, you put some hash browns, all of a sudden you got a men's breakfast.
Right. That's usually made by a guy that you caught smoking a cigarette outside the Waffle House before you got there.
Yeah. What? It's a feminine role, but there's cooks and that thing's dominated by males.
Yes.
So it's okay if they get paid to do it.
Oh, now we're getting into prostitution.
Eat it raw. Oh, okay, well go ahead
Raw
with
bacon.
that.
Raw bacon. You have fun with that, my
I ain't
friend.
doing that shit. Mm-mm.
Bring home the raw bacon.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Not doing that. No.
I mean-
So.
I did the single dad thing in 2 girls. So, I'll tell you, I dye their hair. I cut their hair. I used to have to braid their hair and do the ponytails and all that shit to send them off to school so they didn't look...
I would say that's more the feminine role.
But would it be a feminine role? That I didn't feel any... I did not feel emasculated by the fact
No,
that I'm
no.
raising my daughters and I have to...
I'm just saying, like, in that sense, that's stuff that usually a woman would teach them because they've done it their whole lives. Where you're kind of going on the fly. And
Oh, yeah. No, it was a learning curve for fucking sure.
So that's what I'm saying. That's where I would say that that's more of a feminine role. Just like raising a boy, they would have to take on more of a masculine role there.
Okay.
You see, maybe the role's not in so much of the tasks, other than when it comes to kids, because you had to do something that traditionally we don't learn.
Right.
So you had to play a feminine or
and I have
feminine
two of
task.
the least feminine daughters.
Yeah. So that worked out.
It kind of did. It kind of did. Okay, I can kind of see where you're going with that one. And I've known some kids that were raised by their moms that aren't the most fucking masculine of guys.
Yeah.
That, don't do all those fucking things.
So I think that's, to me, that's more of where we go with that. That's where I'd be like, dude, if I cook and clean, what difference is it if somebody's here with me or somebody's not? It doesn't matter. Shit needs to get done.
Right.
To me, I'm not looking at it as that's a feminine role. That's a, hey, this is a task that needs to be done. We need to figure out how we want to do this. Usually at the same time, you got another task, like when you have a fucking crib midget flying around.
Yes.
Like, you got things going on, so it's like, all right, I'll do this, you do that, cool.
That, my friend, is co-parenting.
Yeah, it's this teamwork. This is how we do it. But so that's what we're talking about. What do you think? Do you think that it's that if you cook for yourself, that
Or you
that's
cook for your family.
yeah, who cares?
Who cares?
Like, who usually grills?
Right.
Guys. So if a woman grills, then it's a masculine role or a task.
Is it?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't think so, but
I mean, you got to think. Usually, if there's a system like that, when's the last time you went just grocery shopping?
I've done it before. But
I mean, how often do you do it? Do you go out and source everything you need for your house for that, 2 weeks, month, however you go by for?
I would if I needed to.
Right. But you don't generally have to.
No.
Right. Because you have somebody else to take over those things.
Yeah.
So do you consider the task that she takes on, as opposed to the task you take on, to be the more feminine and masculine sides of the tasks?
No, I don't look at.
Or do you see it if things that need to be done and you just split the bill?
Yeah, that's it. It's like, I don't look at it as, well, this is what women do, so you go do that, and I'm going to go do this. I don't see it as that. I see it more as, this is a task that needs to be done. These are tasks that either one of us can do. No big deal.
Right.
Either one of us could do it. Now, there's this other task that you're probably not going to know how to do that. Or whatever.
Or something she just doesn't want to do.
It could be that too.
Because I can see, and I'll absolutely agree that there are things just certain women, most women, I will even go so far as to say most women will not do not care to learn if there's a man around to do them.
I mean,
And
she would
heard them chime out, that's a guy's job.
She would do it, but it would, like, I changed out one of the traps underneath the sink.
Okay.
And like, I got this stuff. She would have done it, but I mean that shit was nasty. So it's like
It had that vacuum.
yeah. So instead of making her go through that, I was just like, I'll just do it. Boom. I kind of hold my stomach a little better with shit like that. So I was like, I'll just do it. Boom. I'm taking one for the team. Somebody's got to do this.
It's got to get done.
We both can do this.
Either way, the task is going to get done.
But
like I said.
I'm gonna take one for the team on this one.
Yes. And adding to what I just said, yeah, I'm not saying these are tasks that women cannot do. I'm saying these are tasks that women would rather not or won't do because there's a man around to do them.
Okay.
Whether she knows how to do it and could do it or not. So to say, no, that's men's work.
Yeah.
But let you chime the fuck back in and say, no, that's woman's work. This is where you have to look out for it. And I'll always play fucking devil's advocate at this because I have daughters.
Me too. No, I got yeah. See, and that's
And
the thing.
straight up, and you know just as well, if some fucking dude told your daughter, I don't have to do that, that's a woman's work.
Like,
Depending on the scope of what the fuck it was, you'd be like, no, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Let's take a walk.
yeah, be like, you see, like I said, really the only thing that I'm like is actual women's work is we just had a kid and you're nursing.
Biologically?
I can't do anything, homie.
Nope. That's
So that's your job.
that's
Like,
woman's work.
Sorry on this part. Sorry about that. But I can't do anything. Right? That's women's work. Right? When it comes to, you know, really teaching a male kid about his shit, that's our job. It's like, look, I got one of these too. Yeah, haha, you could play with it. It's fun.
Helicopter, light switch, light switch.
You could sword fight, you know. Okay, yeah, we got it. But these are things that you need to know about this shit so you don't fuck up.
Right.
Like, that's what our job is. Like,
A
look.
little ring around the end so your hand don't fly off. Those kind of things.
And I hate to say it, but I do see it a lot. Is a lot of times what it is the mom is strict but more comforting, where the dad generally is more, I won't say mean, but it's almost like, for me and a lot of people that I've seen, is you flick that switch and you're crying.
Right.
Does not bother me.
Right.
Like,
But
you
see-
you will eventually stop crying. And you know what? I'm more dedicated to the long-term win here. All right? So I'll sit there.
Which one of us is going to outlast you? But then, once
Be like,
again,
"Oh, I'll
we're
fucking-
getting away
Let's
to
chill.
gender roles.
Yeah.
These are typical gender roles. So we've come across the message here. We're good. Nothing in any of these particular gender roles, other than birthing a fucking child,
Yeah, that's definitely a woman thing. Sorry.
makes it more masculine or feminine. None of these tasks do. So there's no particular task that all of us do and share in the work, the bringing home the bacon, the cooking, the fucking bacon, the shopping.
Yeah.
And I know women that hunt. I know women
Yeah.
that fix cars.
Yeah.
You know.
Like,
I know women that should not ever be allowed to cook. And I know women that should never have had children.
Yeah. So it's like, dude, I don't see these things as, you know, this is, now there's things that have more men in it than women and women in it than men.
Yes.
Okay. So
Right.
what? I don't see it as I just see it as, honestly, think about it now. Holy shit. Like, when you, I wonder if it reflects, this is not going to play out like the way I'm thinking in my head. But anyway. Alright. So, you have women doing, like, hair, makeup, shit like that.
Yes.
Right? Then you have a guy doing it too.
Yes.
But then if you go into, like, sports
Right.
and do, like, a transgender woman
Right.
doing makeup and shit like that, and against women, what if for some reason in the end
The transgender woman
would
was
just
better at makeup.
beating the shit out of these fucking people, just like, dude, even in cosmetology, holy shit, man, you can't compete with these fuckers for anything.
And I am perfectly fine with, you know, the transgender in that, because I don't think any of those, I mean, most of those fields were generally dominated by women, but
Hey man, some of those drag queens and shit, they lay it on thick, and you're like,
you got a second, other than the fact she's 6'4" with an Adam's apple,
yeah,
she was pulling it off pretty good.
yeah,
And that was the last time I went to Key West.
yeah, yeah. There you go. So that's the thing, is like, they're obviously got to be somewhat good at it if they're gonna
Right.
pull off this well.
Right. But you will also notice it in going into, say, barbershops. For a while there weren't barbershops.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd find that old mom and pop had that old shaky ass guy with the shaky hand that did 2 haircuts. You know, you got a buzz cut or a flat top. You know, those were the 2 fucking haircuts that he did.
Yeah.
And he had the same customers since they all got out of Vietnam.
Yeah.
You know. But if you wanted, you know, an undercut or some shit like that, you had to go to a salon.
Yeah.
You had to go to a unisex salon. There'd be men working there. There'd be women working there. But now, in the last 5-6 years, what have really blown up are men's barbershops.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
some
yeah.
of them are even, you know, gentlemen's clubs and stuff. And you go in, and there's men. It's all men. You won't see a woman in there unless she's got her son in there.
Yeah.
Bring him to get his fucking haircut.
Yeah. That's like the one I go to, which is fucking fabulous, known as the captain's chair. You can get a beer, and they do the whole fucking hot wrap on your face.
Nice.
Oh yeah, get that clean razor
Oh,
cut.
edge you out.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic, top of the line. A little pricey, but it's worth it.
Right.
You know.
And that's the other thing is that you always hear women talk about, you know, they go get their hair done and stuff, you know. Women get their hair done. It can be anywhere from, you know, $60 to $300, and I'm with it. I understand that.
Yeah.
But they go do that every month, every 2 months.
So I mean, Cheyenne takes a little bit longer, but
Right. A little between.
Yeah.
But for a guy to stay sharp and keep everything nice and clean, especially if you're fucking bearded, you're going every month.
at least.
So now you're at $600 a year.
Yeah.
With tip. And that's not including the product.
No. Now you got to get some shit.
Yeah, you got to keep your beard straight, you know, you got to let your hair lay back where it's supposed to. Yeah. And this was metro fucking sexual a couple years ago. Everybody laughed at you for it.
Yeah. Now it's.
But now, majority of fucking men are doing it, and it's just accepted as. And why not? Why not? You know.
I mean.
Does it make you more feminine?
No.
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 Do you feel emasculated by it? No, you feel pretty fucking good when you walk out.
Yeah. I mean.
Because, good God, how many of you know somebody you're going to let take a straight razor to your face?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be like, look, homie. You better do it good because I got a gun. If I'm gonna die, I'm shooting your ass too, so just letting you know.
You're only going to slit my throat once.
Yeah. And that's just gotta leak out. I got a little bit of time. Alright, all I gotta do is get shots on target real quick. That'd be interesting, right?
It would.
A new drill.
Yeah. You got to shoot that one.
Shit. Like, just in case. You know,
Just
you
in
have to
case.
be leaned back.
Yeah.
Fucking pull
Hot towel on your face.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Because that's rough. Because they could just sit there and think about it, man. They got your face covered, your head's back like this.
You're all relaxed.
They could be like, right into your throat. And then, like, that's it.
Yeah.
Well.
So these are also places you want to feel safe at.
Yeah. Holy shit. Well, that went off the rails.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, shit.
Typical in standard fashion.
Yep. But we appreciate you guys tonight. This was a good one. Again, tell us what you guys think about the, what do you call it, chatterbait?
Chat roulette.
Chat.
I call it chatterbait because I'm still waiting, and you guys are going to see it live. We're going to click onto some dude just railing it off in the camera, and I keep waiting on it. And that's why you see me kind of cringe when he wants to fucking do this.
I haven't seen it yet, though. I've been on this shit quite a bit, just testing and doing shit like that.
That means it's you.
Well, you know what?
Should I get 3 inches of dick out of 6 inches of dungarees?
Like, you wouldn't, dude, at this angle, you wouldn't be able to see it. Like, it's not like this thing's gonna be like...
Oh, we did get the one guy that one time that we weren't looking at that was kind of hopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the super mullet and the fucking dream catchers on the wall.
Bro, that you gotta admit, that shit is funny as shit.
It is.
It's fucking interesting. Like, we always come up with some fucking story.
Yeah.
And we'll have to do, like, a whole series. All during our time on Chat Roulette.
During our time on Chat Roulette.
This is what has happened.
Just click to the most fucked up people.
Holy shit. Let's see. One last. maybe. It's just not going to work. Taking pride in your appearance is unisex.
Very good.
Alright. Is that like...
So we're no longer metrosexual.
Is that... What's metrosexual now?
That was that whole thing back in the day when guys were fucking all clean shaved.
They were like feminine?
Yeah. It was,
okay. Okay. What's that shit that... Intersex? Now I guess it's intersex because it's neither male or female.
That's unisex.
Intersex.
It go either way. It's uni.
Yeah.
It's one.
Any outie?
Intersex? I think intersex is the crossing of the...
Well, yeah, you have some male, you have some female.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're neither really either. So it could be unisex or intersex.
I haven't heard sex in a long time, so...
So with that said, we're gonna go ahead and get the fuck out of here. We appreciate you guys.
As always.
We got some more presidential shit to talk about, but we want to see your comments below. Let us know. We're gonna read them. You got the Discord. You can hit us up on that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Kick in, and that's it.
That's it. So for now, I'm Sarge Mayhem.
Gable.
And we're out of here.
See ya.
I gotta grab this fucking thing.
Just shut it off.
Yeah. Well, I'm working.
So anyway, in Key West.
In Key West. How tall was they?
She was great, but had the biggest Adam's apple.
God damn.
What happened to all clowns' colors?
Oh, that's different. I don't know. But I heard that bitch's penis was bigger than yours.
Huh? Hey, you gotta appreciate it.
You know, that's a nice dick.
Yeah. Your tits are great, but that's a nice cock.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave now.
If I wanted to get choked, I mean, that's the cock. That's the one.
That's death by snoo snoo.